Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to The Witcher Wild Hunt. For our relaxed playthrough this Saturday evening, we've got another 2 hours ahead of us as we continue on with the story and discovering everything the game has to offer. Good evening, I hope you've had a good weekend so far. As I say, we're back for 2 hours this evening as we continue on with Geralt of Rivia, trying to find out what happened to Ciri. In the last stream, we made it to Novigrad, and we helped an old friend. And that was in the last stream. This stream we're going to continue on. We did find some information out, so hopefully we can go and get some more information on Ciri this time. We had to stop last stream because we got to a point of where we was about to probably do something and replay ourselves as Ciri again, and we were running out of time. It was one of those where it made sense to stop just in case. But that is what we've got planned for the next 2 hours. I hope you've all had a good weekend so far. I know I've said that twice now. A couple of things to talk about. The schedule will go out as planned tomorrow afternoon. And Hogwarts Legacy is finished. Now, normally when we finish a game and we platinum it, I do a big thing on the community page. Go, look, here we go, platinum trophy, yay! Something happened. So we can't obtain the platinum. It is bugged, unfortunately. I've tweeted the developers to see what they're doing about it. They're aware it's an issue and they're looking into it. But there is a video on Tuesday morning instead of a live stream, because I've got meetings 2 days this week, that would explain what happened as it happened off stream. We just finished the stream and I had lunch, a normal lunch break, and I went back to it to try and finish it off. And yeah, we had a bug that now stopped us having the platinum. So we will go back to it. Well, I don't think it's worth a live stream, but I'll do a video or something when we can achieve the platinum at the very least. It'll be short and sweet, admittedly. But yeah, we will do something when we can obtain the platinum. But for the time being, it is in developers' hands to try and fix the problem. But yeah, I wasn't too pleased, let's put it that way. Sorry, I just wanted to sound. Yeah, I was a little bit frustrated that obviously we'd done all that work with the collectibles, and then it's one thing that's stopping us having the platinum. But as I say, Tuesday morning's video will explain what happened in more detail. And yeah, it is what it is. But we do begin Jedi Fallen Order Monday morning. We do have a break of 2 days, 2 morning streams that we've lost this week. That's explained tomorrow a little bit in the community post. But we are starting Jedi Fallen Order Monday morning. And there was something else. The first channel showcase will go out on Wednesday. So let me know what you think of it. Any feedback is always good. And we'll go from there. Right, let's load in. I know I'm a little bit early, but I always like getting in early. Gives me a chance to put in the YouTube side, which actually worked really quickly today. Let's load in, shall we?
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
And we did meet Triss in the last stream. We met her and helped her as well. But I believe... the problem is, every time we finish a stream, it's a week before we do any more, so I need to remember myself. But yes, we helped Trish escape a trap, and then she gave us information on where we could potentially find someone who knew what happened to Ciri. That was the thinking. So, this is where we stopped last stream. Inside here is a person called the Dreamer, and hopefully they'll be able to tell us, hopefully, where Ciri is. We're currently wearing the White Tiger of the West armor, which was what we gained from the Netflix series. It was released as a Netflix bonus. So we've got the whole armor now. We're level 11, and we've got the 2 swords, a 9-tailed Vixen Silver Sword and a 9-tailed Vixen Steel Sword as well. This armor won't last too long. We'll be above it pretty quickly, I would say. Good evening, Mr. Return. How are you? We have got a few things on us. we will look to sell them as soon as we get a chance to. I think the assassin's trousers. I kind of begrudge getting rid of relic items, but then it makes no sense to keep them either, though, to be fair. But yeah, so this armor won't last very long before we then have to change it. But for the time being, it works for us, so that's the main thing. I did say we were going to start looking into more oils and things sooner rather than later. We did manage to make some in the last stream as well. I think saddlebags, so I'm just checking that everything's equipped as it should be. But yeah, alchemy we've not done a massive amount with, but we can now start doing things with alchemy a little bit more. It's not really been pushed on us just yet. The bombs we've tried to use, we used one in a mission in the last stream. I wouldn't say it went particularly well. It's not something I've massively used a lot though, so maybe it's a bit of practice needed. Thanks for the like, but it was much appreciated. But yeah, there's a few things we've got to have a look at. Friend shield, everything checks. Oh, nice, Wraith decoction. There's lots of these things that we've got to have a look at as we go along, especially superior things as well. Like I say, it's not something I do a massive amount with. I would like to learn a bit more about alchemy and do a bit more with it. And as we leveled up to level 11, we've managed to add some new things in. And we've upgraded a few things as well. We are saving our talent point currently because we need to wait until we open this slot at level 12 to put something else in. So there's no point really rushing at this point, and we might as well just hold off for a minute. We've already got a double blue mutagen over here. We can use alchemy to actually do a single. That's a lesser blue. Let's have a quick look at something. That's 5%. I just saw we could do a blue. That's a 7% sign intensity. Oh wow! So we could craft that now. That would give us a 7% sign intensity bonus, and the current one we've got there is a 5%. So we're obviously better off. We're better to do that now then, aren't we? As I say, alchemy is not something I've looked at massively, but I think it's worth doing by the looks of that. We've got enough ingredients. There we go. So let's go and add that on. Okay, these are all the mutants. 7% there. They're 5%. What are all these? Vitality. They all the same vitality. Yeah. 50 vitality. Sign intensity. What's this one? Attack power. Werewolf mutagen. I've not really looked at these, to be fair. Vitality. Okay. So we'll add this one on, and this would increase her sign intensity by 28%. So it's gone up from 20 to 28. That's pretty cool. Right. I've started a bit early, so I was just looking at alchemy and stuff. Let's crack on for where we were last stream. We don't steal anything. Although, there's a lot of cobwebs on everything, isn't there? Where's this guy we're meant to be here to talk to? He's downstairs.
Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Upstairs. What's going on in here? Something's happening I wasn't expecting. That's not the same boy, surely, we met earlier. There's cobwebs everywhere, that's always a worry. Well, this person was hopefully going to tell us where Ciri was or what Ciri was doing in Novigrad. That's obviously not going to be happening right now. I'm not a fan of the armour wearing, cosmetically anyway.
The doll.
The doll? So in the last room, Triss was the one who gave us this location.
Alright, time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Okay. I would if I could see how we got up to the attic. That's this door.
Stop. Go away.
There's a ladder. There we go.
Leave it.
Search the attic.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Right, I'm not stealing anything as of yet. If we sort this all out, I may end up stealing stuff. Let's change our sign to art. That's the way you come into a room, isn't it? Right, what's over here? Ragdoll. Okay. There's a few things actually that are shining here. A drawing of a crib. Okay, let's have a quick look at the crib.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid
I
it
so
down
want
on
to
it.
loot everything. No. Anything? Oh, amethyst dust. Do you know what? Let's loot everything. It's not stealing because it's not coming up as red, so I'm guessing it's not stealing. I don't like normally taking on people's houses, but everything's covered in spider webs. So as far as I'm concerned, they're probably not going to miss it. I say this and we get in trouble for taking everything. Right, I can hear a lot of noise from down below, I think. Right, I think that's everything. I'm not sure why I'm taking the ladle. I wouldn't say I need the ladle. The food's the important thing more than anything else, I would have said. Right, we've got to go to where the crib was downstairs. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't regret taking anything. Obviously, if you take things in front of soldiers and stuff, you get done for stealing.
That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
It's a weird old house, this one. Right, crib. Where do we see the crib?
Stop. Go away.
There.
Leave it.
Bit of a weird one. And all we thought we was going to get was answers. Find out why the door slammed shut.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
We've got to look for an oven, essentially. While we're here, we'll loot. If they're going to keep us trapped behind doors, I might as well loot things while I'm here. We've got a lot of cow's milk laying around. I'm looting everything now. They're going to make us play games and not give us the answers we're after. Right, downstairs we're looking for an oven. Any other stuff I can take? I just picked up a casket, strangely. There is some decent objects here, to be fair. We've got to go down, I think we're going down underground. Before we head down there. Goblet. It's the food that we kind of need to pick up. They was buying it, essentially. A wire. Okay. I think we're done. So, there is this here. So I'm guessing we're heading down. We're examining the oven. Now, with the child with blue eyes that we saw, we have seen previously. We met a boy. We have a look in the bestiary, we know what they are. We met them previously in the hags. He was around that kind of area. Wasn't a bad... There he is. He was a Godling that we'd previously met. So I'm assuming the child we just saw with blue arms just a minute ago upstairs is also a Godling. They're mischievous. I wouldn't say they're nasty, but they're not normally seen in big places like Novigrad. Normally, I'd say. Currently, it seems like it's very happy to play a few tricks on us.
Boo.
There it is.
Did I scare you?
That is the Godling.
Scared you, didn't I? I could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
Yeah, okay, so I know what you are. We know she's a godling.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved
So that answers
in.
why she's here to a
People from
degree.
The bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give them a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
I'm not going to be nasty to a godling. Godlings are harmless. So let's see if we can make a deal.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes?
He's got a point.
Yes! Yes! Do that, and I promise not to
Thanks for
bother
liking
your
those, much
friend.
appreciated.
Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Yeah, no, I don't think many
No,
people
wait,
call
that's
Geralt of
so good.
Rivia nice,
I
to be
won't
fair.
stop her. She'll get up.
Right. That is that figured out then. I've basically took everything out of the house, so the godling can now live here in peace. Because we've kind of emptied it. But let's go and see if we can now speak to the dreamer. As we're kind of desperate to talk to her to see if we can find out what happened to Ciri while she was in Novigrad. Okay. She's awake.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams.
I wonder if
with
we
her
was going to tell her it
jokes.
was a godling, to
And
be
you
fair.
managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
Yeah.
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you
Okay,
there.
so we can't speak to her yet. We've got to go and meet her elsewhere. At the Golden Sturgeon. Well, we've kind of emptied the house of everything anyway. I don't think we've left anything here. So we've kind of... We can let the Godling have the house. That's more than happy to do that. We're just... At least they should be left in peace. And we've taken everything we could use at the very least. Right.
Truth is,
Ah.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the
So this is the bank who bought the house.
Quite the opposite.
House is still haunted, can't seem to lift the curse. I know why the house is. So do we... So we've seen previously, in previous streams of this relaxed playthrough, that obviously what we decide to do has consequences. We've seen the outcomes of those consequences, and they're unknown until you do something. And we saw that with the hags of Brookback Bog, and the guy I can't remember his name of. But yeah, we saw what happened, the consequences of our actions. And now we've got a choice to make. So, the Godling, we told her she could live here, and we'd tell the banker the house is still haunted, so she gets left alone. But this is where we have to make that choice. Do we tell him it's still haunted, we can't lift a curse, or do we say the house? I know why the house is haunted. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with the Godling. You know, I think the Godling deserves somewhere to live. So the house is still haunted, can't seem to lift a curse. With no idea what consequences may have for us in the future. That's the thing. I think if we went for the house is haunted, and I know why it is, Godling, in theory, could get hurt, and I don't want that. So we'll go for this one.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corrine. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corrine dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
There we go.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
So he's happy to leave the house. It's not going to put him in the poorhouse, so he's happy to just walk away. Doesn't mean we won't see the consequences of that later on, though. That's the thing. You never know what the consequences are going to be. Right, let's go and see Corrine and the Golden Sturgeon. If we see anyone else on the way,
Do you see what I do?
we'll... There's a few things I want to do. We've got stuff to sell if we see anyone that we can sell it to. Well, let's say, who's that? Oh, it's a henchman. I was going to say, if we see anyone we can sell arms to, we'll do that. Because they'll give us the best price. Yeah, not everyone is happy to talk to us, that's the thing. Not everyone is happy to see a Witcher. There is a shop here. What have they got for sale?
Well, well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment.
Well, he knows our reputation.
How can I be of service?
We can play Gwent. I can loan. I'd like to convert some currency. How's business? How's business first?
How's business?
Really? That's the best you got? That's like asking a fisherman if they're biting, or an old gran about her health.
He's got a point.
Business is booming. There's profit to be made from war, provided you've the know-how. Before Nilfgaard had even crossed the Pontar, I'd contracted for insured deliveries of wood and iron from Kovir, reaped a 7-fold return on my investment.
Nice.
So you might think, but then there's the non-human poll tax, the church's tithe, war taxes, and my overhead. Subtract all that and you're left with a pittance, a dozen or so chests and no more.
Okay, we can convert some currency.
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere.
This looks to be
in
the place to do this, then. I don't know what... Okay, so we gained 748 crowns from the currency we had. I'm guessing... I can't remember what we had. We had bits and pieces of other currencies. So he's converted it all for us. Whilst we're here, we don't play Gwent very often. We definitely don't need a loan. Let's play some Gwent. We'll have a game with him.
Don't you?
Oh, sure. Because I'm a dwarf. Is that it? Do you also believe I know every other bleeding dwarf in existence, and at the end of each day, I deepen the mine shaft in my cellar?
He's a very unhappy dwarf, isn't he?
Aye, I play.
Let's play. So we'll play around.
Stake a unique card, maybe?
Oh.
Why not?
So we already know we failed. If we were doing trophies, which this relaxed playthrough isn't, and you need to collect all your unique cards, we failed that because the Red Baron, we didn't get his card before he passed, unfortunately. What does decoy actually do? Swap with a card in the map to return it to your hand. No, we'll just put it as is. We're going to give it a quick go. If we win, we get a unique card. If we don't, we don't. He's using a deck we've not seen yet. So that's definitely something to have a look out for. I think we're okay. I don't think there's anything we need to change. So we don't normally play lots of Gwent. It's a chance to see a different deck and see what happens, really. Right, we want to do others that aren't the same as him. So this one, close combat cards have affected Biting Frost. So we don't want to do any close combat, is my thinking. So let's go for that there. So you see, I think it's just doubled the card value with that. I don't want to overplay too many, that's the thing here. See, double value again. Now we play our biting cold. Well, hopefully, that puts him at a disadvantage. If he's got a clear weather, we're in trouble. Whoa. We're still ahead. Just. I don't really want to risk any more, or do I? Let's play one. I was hoping he wouldn't have done what he just did. Okay. We've lost this one then. In fact, not if any special cards or abilities. Okay. Let's lose the first round. He's used a lot more cards than we have. And hopefully that'll work to our advantage. As I say, we're not spending lots of time playing Gwent. But I do want to do some of it at least. Plus it's the first time seeing a dwarf deck. Or a Scutel, as it says it seems. Right, he goes first. Vesemir! He has the Vesemir card, look at that! He has Vesemir as a card, that's quite cool. We know good old Vesemir as well. Right, we're going to go there. Remember, he used a lot of cards up straight away. Oh, that's not not what we wanted. Okay. That is ranged, so we'll hold off on that one. So we can now bring another card back. Let's bring that one back. What's he going to do? Yeah, this is when it's going to... I think we're going to struggle to win this now. We're still ahead, but not by much. I don't know if these can go to minus, because I'm thinking about our ranged cards. But I don't know if they can go minus. Let's play that. He's only got 2 cards left, and I don't know what they are. I'm hoping they're not. They're weather or something. No, he's passed. Perfect. So we've won this turn. We haven't got much to play with in the next round, unfortunately. I want the Vesemir card now, because that looks quite cool. We gain a card, which isn't really that helpful for us. There we go. That's all we've got. So if he pulls something out of the bag now, we're in trouble. Which I think he's going to. Yeah. So this is ranged combat. I don't know if it takes it down. If it doesn't... No, it doesn't go minus. We've lost, effectively. Clear weather. Opponent's passed. Okay. Siege cards. Yeah, we can't win, annoyingly. It's really annoying because we were so close to winning that, but we actually lost. There we go. Yeah, we need to learn a bit more. Gwent's one of these things that you're only as good as your deck. But we gave it a go. We'll come back and try and beat him later another time. Okay. At least we got some money out of it. That's always important. I didn't mean to do that. I was just pressing the one button. Go out to ignite. Okay. Notice board, and then we'll head into the pub and see if we can find Kareen. Just in case it comes up with anything. No places of interest nearby. Right. There is a mission here. A mission has just shown up out here. Let's speak to Nidus first before we go inside.
A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Not quite, but what's it about?
Doesn't mean we need to do it now.
On some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, ambitious.
Perhaps.
but they were empty words. I came from the war, that one and the next, but I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. And a Witcher's shoulder's as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
I want to help him, but not now.
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it.
I'm assuming we can go and meet him when we're ready, which won't be yet.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
So at least the mission's picked up. The important thing is to have the missions picked up. So the Black Pearl is a new mission now that's added to our quest log. I like having as many quests added to our log as possible. Let's just see what level it would be. Black Pearl, level 13. So it's actually not too far away, to be fair. But yeah, I like having as many missions added as possible because it means there's more stuff to do on the way to other places. Right, we're off to speak to Kareem. See if we can learn about Ciri. That's our thinking. Make our way through the bar. It's a busy old bar, isn't it? Right, she's not upstairs, is she? Is she upstairs? She is. There's a chest there, but I don't think I can use it. Right, where is she? She didn't say she was staying here, so she should be here somewhere. Guessing this room here. Here she is. We don't even knock, we just walk in. I don't mean to loot, I was meant to talk.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you.
I'm guessing we might play as Ciri in a minute.
I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Okay, let's find out what it's about first.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams.
Okay.
At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Seed from chaff. I love that saying. Right, let's do this.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory.
I wonder if we're going to play as Ciri again.
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Okay. I remember when we first met, I trained her at Kaer Morhen. I saved her life once she was there when I died. I remember when we first met.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already,
So we're learning a bit of backstory between him and Ciri and their relationship. If you've seen the Netflix series, some of this will be familiar, to be fair.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yeah, let's learn a bit more about what he knows. So we learn more about him and Ciri's past together. I trained her at Kaer Morhen.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. I had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything?
So it doesn't matter how much he cares for Ciri, there's always stuff he doesn't quite understand.
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
Save the life. Let's learn everything we can. I enjoy learning the history.
Training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Well, we want her to get as much information as possible so she can find the memories needed to tell us what Ciri was doing in Novigrad. So we've one more thing to do.
Then please
And I'm curious about this. She was there when I died.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of the death bit, to be fair.
Abilities. Tell me about them.
Right. She's a child of Elder Blood.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
No one in legend transforms into prophecy when it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
We'll do what we did in the last one and actually say yes, say more. We'll talk about more things. It's all about history, isn't it?
Yeah, there's something else.
They call her the Lady of Space and Time.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, one more thing.
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed.
Obviously, sharing this much information could actually go against us. That's the other side of it. You never know when you're going to do something that is going to have consequences.
And frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Well, we've already seen Triss and we've already seen Yennefer, and neither of them knew exactly where Ciri was. So she wouldn't be with Yennefer and Triss because we've seen them. So the only person we haven't met yet is Dandelion. You don't know who Dandelion is. He is a bard. He tells stories of Geralt of Rivia. Brilliant character. Really played really well in the Netflix series actually as well.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Okay. Are we going to find where Ciri is then? She's just there knitting. Okay, we may be playing a Ciri game. I'm only guessing. There's Dandelion. Why is it being attacked by birds? Something's not right, is it? I don't think it gave us any more information. Not as much as we was hoping for, I don't think. Maybe we picked the wrong answer. Maybe Dandelion was the wrong choice.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Ah, I think we're going to meet Dandelion for the first time.
Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Perfect place for Dandelion.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Okay, we're not going to do the boat to Skellige, even though it came up just now. So we're off to find Dandelion. Quest update, Novigrad Dreaming, that is complete. New quest, Broken Flowers. Now, I'll just check the level side of things in case we're doing something we should wait to do. But I've got a feeling we should be good to go. Let's get out of here first, out of the tavern. As I say, if we can find an armourer, we can sell some gear. If we find a blacksmith, we can sell some gear as well. So, level 11 Broken Flowers, so we're right on track in terms of levelling. Side quest wise, we have got Fist of Vellum, but that's fist fights. We can do those any time. Black Pearl is level 13. And on this relaxed playthrough, we try and just do things in level order. I think it's the simplest way to try and see everything there is to see. We have got a contract to do back in Velen, the swamp thing. We'll go and do that as soon as we get to a mission that's above level 12, essentially. Okay, we're off to go and see Dandelion then, in his brothel, by the sounds of things, that he inherited.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Netflix series of The Witcher, it's definitely worth a look. I'm not sure how good it's going to be going forward. Obviously, the actors are changing. There's a big uproar at the minute about it, or there was a little while ago. So, bandits, what are you doing here? Best way to deal with bandits? Burn them. Ah, so I should have blocked that better. I wasn't expecting to be attacked, I was just walking nonchalantly where we was heading. I wasn't expecting to be attacked, but there we go. We gained some items from it at the very least. There is actually something we didn't pick up there. I like the loot. There we go. Right, let's go and find Dandelion. I wasn't expecting to be attacked by bandits in the middle of the night. I should have guessed we would be, to be fair. It is 2:42 in the morning. A clear evening, as it tells us. There is something here, though. Are they upstairs or down? Zeno, good evening. How are you? Yes, I can see it. How are you today? It's locked. So I was trying to see where the merchant was. I could knock on the door. I'm not going to knock on the door.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Ah, there is a blacksmith here. So just as we've got a few weapons we can sell, we may as well do it whilst we're here. Is he above us? There's a door we need to go in. Ah, is he the blacksmith? I think he is. Ah, an elvish blacksmith.
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended.
I bet it was. So what was the issue? What you could post and chat and people wouldn't be able to see it? Was that the issue?
You know I'm a witcher.
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
An elven sword expert. You must be Ibir Hattori.
Ah, indeed. I am.
Geralt of Rivia. Heard a lot of good things about you.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Dumpling, eh? Sure, I'll try a gun dumpling. He's offered a dumpling. I'm not going to say no to it.
Tasty.
Glad to hear it. Anything else I can do for you?
No, we came for the dumplings. That's all we came for.
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge.
So he's not a blacksmith anymore then?
That swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
May have happened upon something else accidentally here.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
I was just hoping to sell off some gear that we'd picked up. Every now and then I would post in the chat, but it wouldn't appear on the YouTubers
I'd
end.
gladly replace what I have with this
Also
kind of
removed your message. That's weird.
Someone with your skills.
How did you solve it then?
Are you needing dough?
This might
But yeah, that's really weird.
The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
It sounds like you're banned to that kind of ban effect, isn't it? Which is weird.
Not officially, though. All supplies go through Ernst Van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver, frequently.
Learn about the guy, because the more we know about these people, the better it is for when we actually meet them.
Beginnings, a small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other sword makers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havakars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to Town Hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already
I wonder if we're going to have to help him
protection.
in the future to get his forge back.
Few dare get in Cleaver's way.
By the sounds of things.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just...
We weren't even looking for this guy. I was looking to sell off some swords and we just found him. But
Heat of the forge.
there's something we can do though.
Getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help?
Well, we have met the king of the beggars. So we can help him get supplies.
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... He demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate.
Always happy to help someone
I
in
don't mean
need.
gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh.
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
Yes, we do.
I badly need your help.
We do want to mess with the criminal underworld.
Ban whoreson.
Especially for a
Must
god
be
killer
taught a
sword.
lesson.
How cool would that
I'd
be?
Eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or
Yeah, we'll take a
trebuchet.
catapult and a trebuchet. And have both of them. Just for helping.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
So that's a mission we'll go and do in the future. Always happy to help. We'll just check the level of that one. Of swords and dumplings. Oh, so it's a long way off. We're level 24, so you can see how far away that's going to be before we need to do it. But at least the mission's picked up. These missions can be missed because we only went to see him because the blacksmith marker was there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gone there. That's the thing. A lot of these missions can be missed if you don't stop and speak to people. That's why it's always worth talking to people when you see them. But yeah, I just was looking to sell off some old swords. And also see what they had, to be fair. Right, we're off to find Dandelion and the Rosemian Thyme. Not too sure how far away it is, to be fair. Oh, it's here. Oh, so this, I think, will be our new housing area because our stash chest is here as well. This is where we can store things and pick them up when we need them. So this is Dandelion's new venture that was left him in the will by the looks of things.
I'll never come back, you stinking scadges.
Right, I don't think we're going to go in the back door by the looks of things.
Don't give a flying
Bit of a graphical error there by the looks of things. Right, let's see what's going on inside, shall we? Oh, it's locked. That's helpful. What about the front door? Ignore the beggar on the floor. Something's going on inside.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
So you've got toes for teeth. I like that. Well, that wasn't Dandelion, that's for sure.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan.
Ah, Zoltan.
Someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs.
Oh, really?
All right, time for some spring.
I think we're fighting with Zoltan.
I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Always happy to fight alongside a fellow Witcher. So we can't use our normal spells and things. We can't use them here. This is a fist fight only. I would say I'm not brilliant at fist fights. I prefer a good sword, or we can just use our skills and things. Our signs.
Come on.
Damn.
Trying to parry, but it's not working brilliantly. How come he's got his axe out? I'm using my hands, and he's got the axe out. Zoltan has. Spinning backwards there. There we go, one down.
Yeah, just like we never left Bergen.
He's down as well. The other guy run away. Zoltan grabbed his bloody axe. We were left there fist fighting.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
I was expecting him to fire his fist as well.
No Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
So I'm not. What it is, all I can hear is the music and not much sound. So what I'm going to do is quickly turn down the music. I left the audio on, the music on, because I think it should be on. But now I can hardly hear the voice. I'll turn down the music a bit. There's no copyright issues with the music, so that's why I've got no issue leaving it on. Although I'm not fussed about copyright anymore. Generally, we just appeal it and it's all good. Right, let's resume. That's better. I can hear what they're saying. I'm looking for Ciri.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back?
It's only until now that the music seems really loud for some reason. I'm not sure why.
How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here in contact
I'm
with
guessing
Dandelion.
Zoltan's the Witcher. I could be wrong.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us
Yeah,
on his
let's see if we
trail.
can find any clues to what happened to Dandelion then.
I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
He hasn't done much with the place since taking it on, has he really? It still looks the same as it probably did when he took it on. Before we go and look around for Dandelion and clues, let's have a look at our stash. So, this is all the stuff we've kind of kept currently. Stuff that's too high a level for us to use. I don't like getting rid of stuff that... I'm kind of one of those people that stores a lot of stuff. And anything that's a relic or anything that I think, oh, that's quite cool. The White Widow of the Valley of Flowers, it's got a cool name. Anything Witcher related, I'm keeping as well. The Dwarven Axe that's there, we're not high enough level to use it. Sword of the Thousand Flowers, Forgotten Varan Sword, of course. Things like that, things that have these extra meanings and stuff to them, I can't get rid of. So, anything we want to put in there at the minute, none of this stuff really helps us, I wouldn't say. None of it's going to be useful in the future. The only thing that maybe is a relic, the Assassin's Trousers. But even so, I don't think they're going to help. So we'll ignore them. Weapon-wise, torch, mace, and no. So there's nothing we want to store in there then. It was worth a look.
Note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
Okay, so there's a few things to look at. And we can loot.
I plunged into purest ecstasy,
what's this over here? We just found something.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Sounds like a logbook.
It says planner.
That's rich. Dandelion and planning.
Dandelion and planning. Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late.
Well, that's a Dandelion for you. That could help.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Half each? Perfect.
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
We'll see what else is here while we're here.
Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Okay, Broken Flowers, we've got to read Dandelion's planner. We'll have a quick look at Zoltan in a minute. I think he's a Witcher. I feel like I could be wrong though. There was other stuff here. Why is the barrel red? Interact.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Okay, that answers that question. What else is there to loot while we're here? Obviously it's Dandelion's house, but he's kind of disappeared, so we'll have a look around and... Letter from Fran. Always good to have a few things on us. And there's no Dandelion to tell us off, that's the important thing. Right, I think that's nearly everything. Okay, so we need to read Dandelion's planner before that. Let's have a quick look at Zoltan. So, Zoltan we've just met, although, why is he not on there? He's there. I thought it'd be in alphabetical order, but it's not. Soldier of Fortune, a veteran of the Battle of Brenner. So he isn't a Witcher, as I first thought, but just a loyal friend to Geralt and Dandelion. Okay, we need to read Dandelion's planner. Where is that gone? Books. Got lots of books. Because we pick everything up. Okay, it's not there. It could be an inventory because it'll be a quest item. There we go. Dandelion's planner. Read. Rose var art. Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humus blue. She shunned her lessons in chivalry, to swing her dwarf with agility. A charming garden, enclosed villa in Kildorf. Swing her dwarf with... Okay, fair enough. Molly. Though well she knows a touch of silk and lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf, villa next to the morgue. So these are actually telling us where they live. Vespula. Though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asked, ever had a Big Dipper? Far corners, launching into the mouth of the Pontar. Marabella, though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage as squawks and drowned by snorts. The bits near Porpoise Square. And Ihal, a figure most rare, her nature jewel. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Tailor shop across from the tannery. Okay. We've read it. We're going to talk to all the women on his list. Right, I suppose we better start. This may take a while to get down to all these women, unless one of them will know quite quickly. We're just getting 5 XP for that, though. That's quite good. Some new markers as well. And it's now early morning in Novigrad. Right, where are we heading for the first one? They seem a miles away, but they're probably not. No, there's so many different places nearby. So 3 of them are north, Novigrad, and 3 of them are south. So we'll do the ones that showed up nearby first. I think best. I wouldn't mind grabbing the notice boards as well when we get a chance, because obviously that's more missions that we can do as and when we get a chance. It's always good to grab them when you're nearby. Right, we're looking for the first lady. We're looking for Vespula. That's who we're looking to talk to first. Does she know anything of where Dandelion is?
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench?
It's not going to go down well when you've got Geralt of Riviere walking up on the situation.
Enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got new protection. I'm not going to pay 200 crowns for what she owes.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine. I could say the King of Beggars. But we're friendly with him. Obviously he helped Triss and we've helped Triss. And Triss is a friend. But I don't want to say that she's under the protection of the King of Beggars when we're not really that in with him yet.
Mine offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain.
We're fighting again.
Just cheap shit.
Let's dance.
This time with weapons though. Which means they can burn. Ah. I'm getting hit a little bit more than I would like, to be fair. Right, come on then. Oh, he's got a crossbow. Right, one down. Managed to deflect that. Right, 1 down. 2 down. Right, we've got to get this guy before he gets us. There we go. I wouldn't say that was the best fight of my life. We nearly died.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had.
I'm assuming we're going to send her to Dandelion's house, because that's the easiest way. Relax, it will come off.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just got to soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself, or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
A woman's lot. Men have their fun, and we're stuck with a mess. Oh, well. I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need.
She's going to move away. We probably could have made that a little bit easier. And just paid her. Paid her what she owed.
We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion asked about the other washerwomen, that's weird.
Dandelion asked you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Okay. So we've asked everything we can
Thanks
ask.
for your help.
Got some information, a little bit. He was interested in the washerwomen, which is a bit weird.
Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Dandelion has a way with women. We've leveled up to level 12. We're going to quickly go back and grab all the stuff these men dropped after we killed them. Obviously, the more we can sell, the better. Grilled pork and a hatchet. The water. Grilled pork and a blackjack. And the other guy over here. Cured leather, broadhead bolt, and a guardian sword. Right. On to the next one, but before we do, we know we've just leveled up. So now we've unlocked a new slot we can put an ability in. We get the second slot before we gain the mutagen slot. So what do we want that's going to help us? I was saying I wanted to do a bit more with alchemy, but I'm not really sure what the best thing to use is. Poison blade, steady aim, tolerance. We don't drink enough potions really to warrant any of those at the minute, I don't think. We have got things here. Sun and Stars, which is during the day, vitality increase regenerates. Steady shot. I don't use the crossbow enough, I don't think, to warrant that. Combat fires, heavy artillery. We've got battle frenzy. Advanced pyrotechnics, trick shot, rage management. There's some pretty cool ones here. Focus. A lot of this stuff we don't really use yet, and because we're not wearing a specific type of armor, I don't think the armor ones are worth getting at the minute. We might as well hold off, I think, on those. What do we want? We could go with signs. Obviously, we want something we can put in that slot. That's the thing. Arrow deflection. Deflect arrows while parrying. That might be worth having, to be fair. Crossbow, we could... Let's do arrow deflection. We can put that there. And then, whilst here, let's also increase this sign. So, the delusion sign allows us to calm things down. We can take over people's minds to a degree. It's actually better to use it in dialogue. So we have a chance of getting out of situations by taking control of their mind in a way. So I think that's better than anything else in that terms. So let's do that then for the minute. Upgrade. So that's it. That's its max level anyway, level 3 of 3. Same as the Igni sign is melt armor currently. We have unlocked the ones underneath now. The Ard Sweep, Fire Stream. That sounds quite cool, Fire Stream. I like that for the Igni sign. Yeah, I might have to look at Fire Stream next. Right, which one are we going to speak to next? I'm hoping the one nearest us, otherwise... Yeah, I think this one is the one we're going to. No, it's actually set us down there. No, we are going to that one over there. That's all right then. And the weapons and stuff we just picked up, I'm guessing they're all lower than what we're using. We have got some new bolts we could use for a crossbow. Broadhead bolts. We don't use bolts very much. We don't use the crossbow enough, really. Not half as much as we probably should do. There we go. Right, let's go and speak to the next woman we've got to speak to. See if she knows where Dandelion has gone. This will be another of his, I don't really want to say his women, but he's a bit like that, to be fair, Dandelion. Okay. There's no point getting roach here. The Novigrad's quite a big area, but you can't really ride your horse around it, so we'll have to just go by foot a lot of this. Okay, so in this house here, by the sounds of it, or by the looks of it, I should say. So we're looking for Ihel. Oh, it's not a woman, it's a man. Okay. I know Dandelion doesn't mind.
I'm a friend of Dandelion.
Male or female?
Looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Wait here? Kind of explains it a little bit more, I suppose.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
And then... I don't know if I do want to know the rest, actually. With options, I don't want to know the rest.
Happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
It wasn't what I first thought then. Right, let's ask him the questions what we need.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Okay, what do you talk about?
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed...
We are trying to find where Dandelion has disappeared to.
If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently,
that's not good.
burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Of course.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I
dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
As long as he's happy, that's the main thing.
Else, even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I wouldn't say a witcher's life is boring, to be fair. Right, that's the second person spoken to.
And nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
I wonder if we can sell some of the gear we've got. We've got quite a few bits of armour. Yes, we can, I think. So we need a few more experience points. We need to speak to Marabella next. We're just going to sell some of our gear that we've picked up off people we've killed, or that kind of stuff. And we can also play Gwent against them.
Take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please
might
do.
worth a little look and see if we can beat. I don't think we've actually had any successful Gwent matches so far.
Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
Will it now? Right, we can sell some gear. Let's have a quick look at these. Because I'm assuming these are needed. Yeah, they're for a masquerade ball. We don't need them now, but I think they're going to be needed for later. There's nothing here that's going to help us. All nice, elegant stuff. But hopefully, we'll get top price for some of these that we've got. He's got a little bit of money. We've got nearly 2,000 crowns as it stands, to be fair. Yeah, that can go. That can go. Oh, he doesn't have enough coin to buy that. Okay, fair enough. The assassin's trousers. Cavalry trousers. It's all weight that we're carrying that I really don't want to carry with me if we can help it. And get rid of the tracker's gauntlets. Okay, so we can't afford to buy them off us at this moment in time. But we got rid of some of the gear to keep our weight down. Let's have a quick game of Gwent against him as well. I'll bet the maximum.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
We've not been very successful with Gwent so far. I enjoy the game, but for some reason I'm struggling to actually win. So I'm annoyed at. Let's put it that way. Who are we going to take out? I was going to put a decoy in, to be fair. We've got 3 of those, haven't we? Okay, let's take one of those out then. Put the decoy in. I think that'll do. Yeah, I think that'll do. As I say, we've not really done very well at Gwent so far. Be nice to win some new cards, to be honest. We've got 2 lots of Biting Frost. Let's get rid of one of those. We haven't actually got much decent stuff, to be fair. So I'm a little bit concerned about. This could be bad for us, I think. So let's go range. Let's go siege weapons for start with. See what he does. See, this is the thing. They have cards like that that we can't win against. Vernon Roach. Not available special cards or abilities. Does weather count as abilities? I don't know if that counts as ability. I'm hoping it doesn't, because actually we can knock that level down of that one then. Let's do that one. If this goes badly wrong, we can always pull a card out. Because we've got the decoy. I'm going to play this next. Oh, Scorch! That wasn't quite what we wanted to happen. We need the Scorch card. That would help us massively. Is it affected? No, it's not affected by that. I was kind of hoping it was affected by that, but it's not. Annoyingly. Okay. Let's play Decoy. I can pull that one back out because we're gonna lose this round anyway. They're doing the same thing. Yeah, we'll let them win the round. As I say, we've not done very well with Gwent so far. We do need to play a lot more people. Okay. He's going to have more cards than us because he won the round as well, which is a bit of a concern. Yeah, he draws an additional card. Hoping he's played all his good cards. No, maybe not. That is for siege, torrential rain. So we could reduce his siege weapons. Let's go ranged. See what else he does. I'm hoping he's passed. Okay, I don't want to waste another card. So let's do that for his siege weapon. And remember he's passed, so we've won the round. So that means it's now 1-1. He's got a lot more cards than we do. Strange, you don't want to push more than that. Okay, that's actually helpful. If he tries to use weather, we can combat it. We've got 2 of these as well, so doubles the amount of damage they do. That siege weapon might be the end of us though if we're not careful. That's doubled to 16. If he's got another siege weapon the same, it's going to double it and we're in trouble. No, that's going to do just as bad though. So he's equal to so far. We know he's got more cards than us. Okay, I'm not worried about the fog for a minute because we can clear that. And we can bring something back. Counts towards your enemy's total, but we can draw 2 cards from our deck. I think that might be worth bringing back to draw 2, to be fair. Come on, we need 2 good ones. Ah, didn't really help us. It wasn't what I was hoping for, to be fair. Okay, I'm going to clear the weather out in a second. I don't know if we're going enough to beat him. No, we're still losing. We're definitely lost now. Yeah, we're not winning. I think that's what I'm doing. I think with all the Gwent stuff, we're going to do one match. If we can't win, we can't win it. We meet them again later. We may give another go. But that's all we can really do. I say that, I've just made it rain, and we're ahead. And now he's cleared all the weather. And now we've lost the game. So actually, us doing the second weather really helped there until we had clear weather, and that was it. So there's nothing we can do, we've lost. I think we did okay, but yeah, we're struggling with Gwent recently. Might have to buy some cards off merchants to try and help us. Right, let's go and find the next person we need to speak to. We're off to see Marabella. There's some of Cleaver's henchmen. I'm sure we'll be dealing with Cleaver in the future. Okay. There's actually a merchant nearby. Right, let's go and see the merchant here. It's always worth whenever we pass the merchants, check what they've got. We've got a lot of money, so we can afford to buy things if it helps us. I just don't like wasting money. You can see the people don't like us very much.
The best stock in all
Right, see what this guy's got on him.
No need to push, enough for all comers.
No one to push.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no one else
Very
here.
good. Manners before trade, always.
Okay, let's see what he's got. We can also play him a Gwen if we wanted to. Okay, he hasn't got anything decent, to be fair. How much would he give us for that? So we could sell that to the other person for 300 crowns. It's a lot less, isn't it? Diamond dust. He's got fish. He wanted some fish. He's got fish. I think I've got plenty of food. I will double check, but I think we've got plenty. Yeah, we've got plenty. We don't need fish. So yeah, nothing really we can buy off him. Let's give him a go at Gwent.
For a few rounds of Gwent.
Just because we're here. And as I say, we'll do it once, and if we lose, we lose. Seeing what else we got. I want some of the special cards, to be fair. Do we not need a second one of them? We've got 2 of those already in play. Because if we have 2 out come out at the same time, it doubles their amount. It's just worth getting rid of him. Putting in another blue stripes. Because it gives an increased chance potentially of them coming out. Might even place another decoy, to be fair. I think we're good. Right. Not enough unit cards. Ah, have I got rid of more than one? I didn't think I had. Blue stripes is there. How was I missing that? Do you know what? Let's get rid of those and put in the stronger cards. So that one. That one. I think they've got different. I think they're different looks. It doesn't really matter which one I put in. I don't think really. There we go. I'll say we haven't really done very well with Gwent so far. Right, we'll get rid of one biting frost. Nice. The ones that you need 2 of. If we haven't got 2, then it's kind of pointless having them. So that one here, it's kind of pointless unless we get the second one of that. We'll redo that one, there we go. Right, it's our turn first. So let's play our close combat first. Let's see how we go. I try and play like 1 type per turn. He's doing close combat as well. That's not really what I wanted. Because we can't use weather on our own cards, that's the thing. Oh, we get a spy now, so he's going to draw a card, isn't he? He's using the Nilfgaardian Empire deck as well, so I don't think we've seen this deck before, to be fair. So this is Valtir de Ruder. Okay, I don't really want to play another one. I might pass. I'm guessing he will play more cards. But I'm wanting to work for the well. He doesn't have to work when he does a 10. There we go. Well, I knew he was going to play that. We could have stopped it with the weather, but obviously didn't know that's what's going to happen. Right, he's using archers next. Okay. Obviously, we can make the weather affect them. Siege. I think it's this one. Ranged, yeah, impenetrable fog. So we don't want to use their range cards at this point. Okay, look at 3 random cards. Okay, it's our turn. That's ranged. If he's got a clear weather, that's going to be a bad thing for us. Okay, that was still bad because that one's not affected by the weather. Yeah, not affected by the weather by the looks of things. Let's do that one. Scorch. Of course. I think we've lost. Because I don't think I can beat him. We're up to 8. Yeah, I can't beat him, I don't think. It's close combat. Let's do that. I'm only going to get 1 for playing my range card, so we're not winning. Yeah, we've not done very well at Gwent so far in this. I actually enjoy the game. I understand it really well, but I don't know what it is. We're just struggling, really, to be fair, with Gwent. Right, we're going to pass, so we're going to lose in straight rounds. We lost 10 crowns, but it was worth a go. Okay, now we crack on again. Like I say, I think it is worth doing it every time. Oh, we can't save the game right now.
Heard he's a vigilante. What do you think?
I do think it's worth doing it as and when we can. Otherwise, we just won't touch it, and I do want to do bits and pieces. I'm just going to give it a quick save, just in case something goes wrong. And it crashes or something like that. Always good to save often. Right, we still need a blacksmith at some point to sell our weapons to that we're carrying. Or another armour, potentially. Okay, we're looking for Marabella next.
Any last words?
Oh. Coming after me? You coming? You want some as well? So we've already taken out a group of these guys. We're in rescue the last lady who went to speak to, and now we got attacked by more. They do give us loot though, which will actually we can sell. So it all helps us eventually. No one's batting an eyelid either that we've been attacked in the street. Although we are a Witcher, to be fair. No one's really going to come and help us. Right, let's keep going to Marabella. Hopefully she knows a bit more than the other two in terms of where Dandelion actually is. That would be helpful.
I've had enough of living.
Right, she's meant to be here. So, she should be in here.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Wait outside. Well, wait. Well, you know, she's teaching kids. We gotta let her do her thing.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come
You're
after.
grey like my grandma.
Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
It hurt him much.
Well, he died.
I'll wait until the lesson's over. I don't know how long we need to wait for, to be fair.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar.
She wants us to go outside.
That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go.
Oh, they're done for the day.
It's not.
Now, they're all done for the day. We're going to speak to her now.
If he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the ground.
Now can we talk?
Yes.
I didn't know how long we'd have to wait. I was about to go and go to one of the other ones.
Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe. No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance.
Everyone seems to want to give Dandelion another chance, don't they?
He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Okay. So she doesn't know where he is.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
So far, no one knows where he is. Right, Molly's next. Go and find out where Molly is. It's quite weird walking on the streets of Novigrad and hearing what people are calling Geralt. They're obviously... it's not that it's unusual to see a Witcher, but there seems to be a kind of prejudice against them because he's a mutant. And there is this dislike towards him. Aside from obviously the people that keep attacking us, all the bandits and stuff. We'll grab the notice board while we're here. We can actually have a haircut if we wanted to. So there'll be new missions now come up because of that. There is also a merchant nearby. I think. Speak to the merchant to see what they've got.
Don't be shy now. Looking doesn't cost a thing.
It's always worth having a look at what they've got. You never know, there might be something that could help us.
This here's a collection of wonders that belong to the mage Eramas. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Big sales speech.
How do you get a hold of these? Never heard of a mage willingly parting with his treasures?
No one asked Eramas his will. He was burned at the stake a fortnight ago.
Strange they didn't burn his stuff with him. Witch hunters let you resell it just like that?
Why wouldn't they? These are common goods, some valuable only as collectibles, perhaps.
Okay, let's tell me about the artifact.
Alright, I get it. These items aren't actually common.
Rumor has it, each is an enchanted key.
Is it now?
Rumor happened to mention where to find the locks these keys open?
Sadly, no. What if I knew? You could hardly expect me to sell them.
Where did Aramas live?
At a lovely residence south of Oxenford. Badly damaged now, as he made the hunters pay dearly for his skin.
Show me what you have.
Okay, so some of these are meant to be items to go into different things. Read for additional information. Anything that's got an exclamation point generally is something useful. Lizard figurine, item needed to complete. Do you know what? Let's buy all these now. We're not short on money, to be fair. We've got plenty of money. And then they're not actually that expensive. I'm going to take that as well. And this one. Use magic to show... Oh, it's a Guide to Gwent book. Nice. I'm not too worried about the other books. What we got there? Lesser Glyph. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is junk, to be fair. Shirt is no good to us. Potion of Clearance. 1,000 crowns. So if we wanted to clear all our ability points we spent on respec, that's what you need to buy. I don't think it's going to give us much money for what we've got, annoyingly. And I don't like selling like all my junk and stuff, because part of me thinks I can just break it down and that would be a better use of it. Because all of this stuff is actual junk. Or some of it is anyway. But I know we can dismantle it. So I think we'll just hold off. I don't like selling anything unless it's gear. We are going to give a quick... We need to keep doing Gwent.
Playing a few rounds of Gwent.
Something I think we do need to keep playing to do better at. Okay, the opponent's leader's abilities is Nilfgaardian Empire deck. Cancels their ability. Okay. What do we want to get rid of? So that's a double up for those two, so that's a bonus. I think we're good actually, what we've got. I think we're okay. Can we actually win for once? We have won Gwent matches previously, just not many of them. Alright, he's going close combat immediately, so we're going to stay away from close combat, I think, for the minute. For siege. Yeah, that's good. Because we can actually use something to stop his close combat. And reduce their attack in a minute. Spy on our side, even better. Now I could pass now. I know he's gained a card from that. Do I use that? Or do I use the spy? Or, could use that, we lose the ability the spy's giving us, the 7. But we'd still be ahead 8-2. I think we play it. There we go. I don't mind losing the first round as long as he uses a lot of cards to win. Giving us another spy. He's gaining cards by doing that, isn't he? That's the thing. I might play my decoy. Do I play it? No, let's do that. See what he does. Each spy is giving him cards, that's the thing. Another spy. And then how many spies has he got? And he's going to win the first round for that as well. I can't believe that. How many spies? If I hadn't done what I'd done, we would have won that round easy. That's the annoying thing. Right, so he's got a lot of cards to our very few now. And that he's just done that. Is that the range? Is that the range? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we have got that on our side. What's he gonna do? He's passed. So I could play my decoy and bring one of them back in. So we have an extra card in the final round. Obviously I'll lose the lead, but we can get it back in a second. I don't know. Kind of in two minds whether to use decoy to bring one of those back, because we can always cancel his attacks anyway with that. Do you know what? Let's use decoy. Let's bring one back. His passed. And then we use this to knock his cards down there. There we go. And we've won anyway. We've gained an extra card for the last round. He's still got 10 cards to play to our 4. It's definitely not been a good night for Gwen so far. I don't think we won a match so far this stream. Right. Let's see if we can win the last round. Although he's got a lot more, because all them spies he played in the first round, and yet we still lost the first round. How about that? He's going to bring him back. That's not good. Right. I can't see us winning this just because of the amount of cards he's got. Unless all these cards are rubbish, which I highly doubt. Okay, yeah, when he's just got things like that. So they're the kind of cards we need to be on the lookout for and try and obtain. Because they're the ones that make your deck even more powerful. Okay, I don't think we can win this. We could, yeah, we can't use a leader ability, we've lost anyway. So yeah, I don't think we've won a single round of Gwent so far, or a single Gwent match. We didn't lose many, we only lost 5 crowns to that.
Statuette of a man.
Right, we did pick up a load of stuff. There is a new quest now that we have now picked up from grabbing the book and stuff, and that is the Nobleman Statuette for level 14. Of Dairy and Darkness, we need to head there at some point, as it's a lower level quest than what we're doing now. But we're already in the middle of a quest, so we'll do that once this quest is over. Right, it looks like we're actually not far away from where we need to be. Molly is meant to be here, but there's some soldiers here instead. What do the soldiers want?
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with
they're guards for her.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings,
Just hear someone snoring nearby.
You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Yeah, we'll go with him. It's always good to learn a little bit more of what's going on around us.
If Molly will be there.
It makes sense. We're off to the races. Might as well partake in these things while we can. I don't know if there's anything we can actually do at the races, or it's just we talk to Molly, then we leave, potentially. There we are.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
We like Roach, to be fair.
So. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Alright, what do we know about the others?
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Alright, fair enough. I'm guessing we're about to ride a horse.
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than...
Yeah, I've got a feeling we're about to race a horse.
I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
There we go.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
There we go, a little race.
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper.
Ah, it's a chance of winning a saddle. Yeah, let's race.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well,
now, in most games, driving, flying, horse riding, I'm not brilliant at. So, let's see how we get on. He did tell us what they were kind of like. Nemrod was the one that the guy fancied because of how good it was. Thunderbolt, headstrong. Zirconian Bay was stamina. Just think we might as well take the horse that he wanted. Makes more sense, doesn't it?
The black's your favorite? Let's see what a Nilfgaardian stallion's made of.
I'll not race. However, I will wager on a winner. The grey mare's my choice.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. I see no point in delaying this.
So we picked the horse that he said was the best. Hopefully it gives us the advantage. He could have just nobbled it straight away though and just told us a complete load of rubbish.
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher.
Move it. Get in.
Okay, we've got to keep an eye on stamina. It's all well and good going quick. But stamina's important. As I say, my issue is, in a lot of these things, is driving cars in games I struggle at, let alone riding a horse. Alright, stamina's about to go.
Move it.
Wait for stamina to recharge.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
We're ahead for the minute. Don't want to lose, but I've got to be aware of stamina though, that's the only downside.
Don't spare the horse.
We're actually at the end. Come on, I think we won.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory.
That wasn't as bad as I expected
For
it to
one
be.
for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
We've got a new saddle for Roach. Superior racing saddle.
To your chambermaid, milady.
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Right, we're going to speak to Molly about Dandelion and then we can head back.
Sick of it all. Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Where is... Hang on. Oh, that's why. It's swap 2 we're meant to talk to. That's why I'm wondering why it was miles away. Molly is here, so let's speak to Molly.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt? That Geralt? The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again?
Rescued us, eh? Actually, I'm always rescuing him.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
To be fair, she's right.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
I don't know. Dandelion doesn't have a sister, you're aware of that. I'm not going to drop him in it.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But...
Strange, no one's seen him in ages. Are we going to have to tell her about the sister thing?
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
I wonder why. Right, that's all the information we can get from her then.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request.
What's the request?
Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
It's waiting for us to have to do something there. So we can go and speak to them right at the top and say we're ready to leave now, I believe.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
We're all done. We're all done here.
It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
So we want a race at least. We want a saddle for Roach. I think that's the only thing we've won so far in this stream. We've lost all the Gwent matches we've done, but at least we won a saddle. Always a bonus. We can actually put it on Roach. I'd love to see what the difference is. I think it probably will just be speed or something, I would guess.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
And we've got one more person to see if they know where Dandelion is. One left. So let's just check this saddle out then. See what it does. So 50 stamina. Compare. So our current saddle we've got a superior saddle gives us 30 stamina. This one gives us 50. So that's an extra 20 stamina. There we go. We can actually sell these saddles, to be fair. They're not worth a massive amount. But unless if we hadn't decided to go to the races with them, my guess is we wouldn't have been able to win a saddle. It's only because we went to the races we were able to win it. Right, this is the house we're trying to get into.
Did you catch him?
No luck. Driving and slip through the bugger as quick as a tomcat.
Door's locked. Everyone seems to have their own personal guard. I'm the new cook.
Want to see Rosa Atra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
That was quick and easy. So we'll find a way in. Back gate.
Fire be with you.
there were rumours about.
We got a back gate, or can we climb over? I guess we can't climb over.
On a clear day, you can see Novigrad banners from the city wall.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Yeah, it's quite a heavy jacket, to be fair. Right, we've got to try and find another way in.
Oh.
They're getting rid of graffiti, they are, aren't they? There's a house here. I wanted to know if this had a back door potentially into their garden.
Sick of it
all. All the doors are locked. Okay.
Piss off.
He doesn't want to speak to us either. Now we've got to find another way in. Obviously we can't just kill the guards.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
Right, how else can we get in then, essentially? There must be another way. Did come us by a minute ago and I couldn't see anything. Although, what's that down there? I wonder. If we followed these all the way round, I wonder if we'll find a way in that way. I needed to make that jump actually. Mainly because I wasn't actually jumping. Okay, I'm guessing can't climb up. This might be a really bad idea to be fair, but I couldn't see another way up. Okay. I think we found a way in. Sneak in the back garden. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Okay, we've got to find her though. She's here somewhere. There's lots of flowers and stuff we can pick up in here, so let's grab them while we're here. I'm sure the gardener's not going to mind us nicking all the herbs.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss.
Right, I'm looting the boxes that are here. I can hear her in there, we just got to find the door. Key required, okay. That door's locked as well. Oh, she's round the back.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Summon the guards if you like.
In, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters?
She's got a point.
No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
Yeah, I don't think he's too happy with us. Right, we've got to follow the guard.
I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. And take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire.
Alright, we've got a wooden sword. For training with her. Why have you got a knife out? Alright, picked up a wooden sword for training. Got a feeling we're going to need to use it in a second. So we are actually training them.
Instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Okay, we're only allowed to use a wooden sword. It's weird that we're not that with his armor on, isn't it? Come on then.
Never learn.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
I'm trying not to press the attack.
Damn it!
Because I know it's something I do too much.
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Incredibly.
Okay. Can we just know where Dandelion is? That's the big thing.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But
so they were sisters, that's why they look similar.
I demand a rematch.
Right, we're fighting a game.
Stop flaunting and fight!
Mistake.
Rat it! You're quick!
Oh, got me there.
Why bother with two? Damn it!
There we go.
Well, if you're not
I'm never going to let someone else win.
certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Gladly. Too busy.
Sorry, gotta say no. Schedule's packed just now.
As you wish. What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with these two.
You lost me.
You're not the first to be confused. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Easy, ladies.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Let's find out if anything else is going on with Dandelion first.
Anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
To the cemetery?
Lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Ah, I wonder if that's where you got the
Bet
tavern from
sophisticated
then.
young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's
Let's at
going.
least learn about the war a little bit.
Papa says much
I am
depends
struggling a
on
little
one
bit. My
of them,
tablets have kicked
and
in
on who
early for
captures
some
Novigrad
reason.
first.
What's Novigrad got to do
But I
with
want to
it?
at least see this out
Free
if
city.
we can.
Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Right.
Changing subjects.
That's all the other stuff we can talk about. Let's learn a bit more about Dandelion then.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta.
Yeah. Right, we've asked if we could.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
She's not giving up, is she? You convinced me.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
This is checking out us. I was only going to go and have some more sword lessons with her, honest. Okay, back into our armour. So, I'm assuming we next need to go and see Zoltan and find out what he's learned from his people as well. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it here, and then we're probably going to have to stop because, yeah, I'm struggling. Once the tablets kick in, I then struggle to do much more after that. Okay, let's get out of here. Right, I think that's where we're going to have to end it for this evening. Normally, the tablets do kick in around 2:30. But they kicked in a bit earlier tonight, which is making me extremely drowsy. That's the right save. But we've managed to do a few things. We've failed miserably at Gwent today. That's one thing I will say. We haven't been able to win Gwent, but we've helped to Godling, and we've been looking for Dandelion most of the time, and still not found him, which is unusual. But yeah, that is unfortunately us out of time for today. We are back Monday morning as we begin the new game that you guys voted for, Jedi Fallen Order. That'll be the new main live stream game, and don't miss Tuesday morning's video explaining what happened to the Hogwarts Legacy Platinum. From our playthrough for that as well. That'll be Tuesday morning. We're losing 2 morning streams this week because of meetings, but there are videos instead. Hopefully that's okay. And the scheduled video is out as normal tomorrow, 1 PM GMT, and then the live stream community post will be in the evening as well. Dino, thank you for joining us, very much appreciated. Yeah, sorry, I'm just drowsiness kicks in out of the blue. Tactic Player, we're just finishing Tactic Player, unfortunately. How are you though today? But yeah, drowsiness kicks in because I'm on amitriptyline. To help with the nerve pain. When it kicks in, it just hits. It's like a brick wall. It's horrendous. Yes, Tactic Player, we're literally just finishing, I'm afraid. We're not far off. It's only a couple of minutes earlier than we would normally finish, to be fair, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so the scheduled video will be out as normal tomorrow, 1 PM GMT. The live stream community post at 8 PM GMT. So have a look at those so you know what's happening next week as well. But as I say, we are back Monday morning, Jedi Fallen Order, as voted for by you guys. That new playthrough will begin on Monday morning. Don't worry about it, Tactic Player, it's all good. Thanks for liking, whoever that was, much appreciated. But that is us done for tonight. I can't talk for too long because I'm now extremely drowsy and can't keep my eyes open. So thank you all very much for joining us. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views and the conversation. We'll be back Monday morning, as I say, with Jedi Fallen Order. And we have more Batman next week as well. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.